Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. I appreciate all y'all popping in with me. Come on in, folks. Come on in. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? I see my man Ace in the building. What's happening, bro? Appreciate you. Hope everything good with you. Mary Holmes in the building. I see you. Mike O'Keefe. Welcome in, welcome in. I just wanted to pop in. It's been about a week or so since I did a live. So I said I wanted to pop in with my people before I watch the game. Give y'all a good show. See how all my people doing out here. See how my folks is doing out here today. Is everybody doing okay today? Everything good? Drop it in the comments if you got a joy or if you got something that's going on right now that's got you down. Drop your city in the comments if you don't want to drop that, just to make sure I know who rocking with me so I can send some love to your city. Let me share this out to our groups. Welcome, welcome in. Welcome in. If you brand new here, don't hesitate. Follow the page. Always good content. Make sure that if you haven't already went over to YouTube, pop over there. Just go to the unbox page. We almost at 3K over there now. We're doing pretty good. We've been putting a little muscle behind it in the last week or so. So we growing over there too. We want to make that page just as big as this page. Sinclair from London. What's popping? What's popping? I appreciate you coming in. Appreciate you coming in. Make sure you drop your CD in the comments to all my people that are coming in. Appreciate every one of y'all. Don't forget to leave your city. Like the video. And hey, if you want to support the page, you can either subscribe here. You can, if you like, go over to Amazon Books, grab you a copy of the Playbook Volume 1 or 2. Hey, I'm so proud of my son. He's stepping big. He's stepping big. If you ain't been this page yet, go. Check him out. Hey, my son is an author, published. Hey, I appreciate everybody coming in. Appreciate y'all coming in. Y'all know how we do. We chop it up about a little bit of everything. So like I said, I hope everybody having a good day. I see my man Ace. I seen Sinclair. What city y'all from? That's what I want to know. I want to know where y'all folks is from. Where are the folks from that's watching this video right now? Something else I want to know. Did y'all see the fight this weekend? Did any of y'all see the fight this weekend? Did it go the way you expected? Did the boxing match between Canelo and Crawford go the way you expected? I mean, I've been watching Crawford for years, so it went the way I expected. But I had a lot of people, whether it was over on TikTok, on YouTube, and some here that was telling me, nah, man, you out your tree. Ain't no way dude gonna beat Canelo. And I kept on trying to tell him. I tried to tell him. You know, sometimes folks don't listen. Sometimes folks don't want to listen. They do not want to hear what you got to say about it. But like I said, I told them. I don't always like being the person that say I told you so. But hey, when it's my favorite boxer doing it, it was a great watch for me. I know a lot of people was not cool with it. I already know. I seen some of the comments underneath the pages and I'm like, whoa, you know, a lot been going on. But you know how I do. I try to talk about the things that take your mind off of the pressing issues of the day. So we can talk about the things that happen inside of our households and the things that really be affecting us like on a day-to-day basis. Y'all know how we do. Try to make sure that we keep it where it's always something new. So I saw a video today and I had to let y'all check it out. And it was a guy that was riding on the subway. And as he's sitting there, he hears this young lady talking to her coworker that's riding the subway with her. And he hears her say some things about her current man that would lead him to believe that she ain't really trying to be with her man no more. I'm going to let y'all hear what this gentleman said after he got off of the train, and then we go unbox it. Let's go.
I don't want to be that guy, but if it was me, I'd want to know. Danny from Bushwick, your girlfriend, I think her name's Maria or Melissa. I don't know. She was on the R train with me just now, coming into Manhattan from your place, talking to one of her coworkers. She's basically already been seeing other guys. She's done with your ass as soon as fall hits Manhattan. I don't know if you got a house in the Hamptons or what, but she's just riding this one out for a couple more weeks, man. Sorry.
Now, he said that she just riding this one out for a couple more weeks. My question is he petty? Is he petty for making that video? Is he a petty ass guy for that? Man, why would you do that? Or was he on point? Man, that guy just trying to look out for the other guys in the world. Was this dude being petty, or was he on point in your opinion? I want to see what you all think, because I got my opinion on it, but I want to see what you all think first. I'm going to let y'all hear it one more time in a second, and then I'm going to unbox it in the way that I only can do. But yeah, I mean, look.
I don't want to be that guy, but if it was me, I'd want to know. Danny from Bushwick, your girlfriend, I think her name's Maria or Melissa. I don't know. She was on the R train with me just now, coming into Manhattan from your place, talking to one of her coworkers. She's basically already been seeing other guys. She's done with your ass as soon as fall hits Manhattan. I don't know if you got a house in the Hamptons or what, but she's just riding this one out for a couple more weeks, man. Sorry.
In your opinion, is that being petty? Him making a video, calling the man's name out, letting him know the train he was on, because of course, if he let the man know what train he was on, the lady is definitely the man gonna know that was his old lady, right? You agree with that? Because if I had a woman named Melissa that was riding on the train and I knew she was on the R train at XYZ time, and this dude makes a video and he says that, it would be hard not to believe what that man is saying, in my opinion. Sinclair say he was on point. I feel you. You say he was on point? Okay. And my man Donnie, what's up from Scotland? I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you popping in with me. So was he petty or not? And for the people just coming in, make sure you tap that like button at least one time. And then after that, check this out one more time.
I don't want to be that guy, but if it was me, I'd want to know. Danny from Bushwick, your girlfriend, I think her name's Maria or Melissa. I don't know. She was on the R train with me just now, coming into Manhattan from your place, talking to one of her coworkers. She's basically already been seeing other guys. She's done with your ass as soon as fall hits Manhattan. I don't know if you got a house in the Hamptons or what, but she's just riding this one out for a couple more weeks, man. Sorry.
I just feel like when he said she done with your ass, I just feel like that was a little bit much, because it almost felt like he wanted to laugh. It almost felt like he wanted to laugh. And if I was Danny, I'd probably feel some type of way about that. But truth be told, hey, he just told the truth. If she wasn't on the train talking down on Danny and talking about, hey, I'm just messing with him for right now, girl. You know, I ain't trying to be with him. What's up, my people in Canada? I think the guy that posted the video was being petty. The woman wasn't even talking to him. Let's keep it a buck. I know he was looking out for the guy, Danny. But damn, let Danny find out on his own. Because you ride that train and see, guys, I want you to hear me clearly. This is how guys will hate you out of your relationship and then shoot their shot at your woman. Now, Uncle Rice is going to give you some game. Don't always believe it when a dog bring you a bone. Don't believe that he went and dug that up. That bone that dog is giving you, that bone might have come right out of your pot, out of your dinner. Donnie say, this man doing the right thing. Better to know than to live a life of lies and get used and abused by a gold digger. Now, Donnie, I could dig it. But at the same time, though, what if dude is just fronting? What if he's just saying that? What if he's just saying that because he was like, damn, look at old girl, and took the opportunity to take the conversation that he heard her talking about and then spin this video to Danny. See, you can't always believe when the message come to you like that. What's up to my man Robert out there in Tennessee? Shout out to y'all. I'm just saying it could go either way. And you know how we do. We don't always agree because I'm going to feel and think like I'm going to feel and think, and you entitled to feel and think exactly like you do. But the truth is, you can't always listen to a guy when he's telling you this because he could be a player hater. Listen one more time for the new people, and y'all tell me, is this man being petty or is he on point?
I don't want to be that guy, but if it was me, I'd want to know. Danny from Bushwick, your girlfriend, I think her name's Maria or Melissa. I don't know. She was on the R train with me just now, coming into Manhattan from your place, talking to one of her coworkers. She's basically already been seeing other guys. She's done with your ass as soon as fall hits Manhattan. I don't know if you got a house in the Hamptons or what, but she's just riding this one out for a couple more weeks, man.
She just riding this one out for a couple more weeks. You ever know when guys be telling you something or trying to tell you something about your lady, they always adding some extra shit in there. Drop a 1 in the chat if you agree with that. Guys will add some extra shit in there, just like a woman to add a little extra sauce in there. She'll add a little extra sauce in there. I'm telling you, he might be trying to be a little bit noble, but in a way I feel like this dude right here might be being petty. I think he might be being petty. That's my final verdict on it. Now, you all can think what you want to think on that one. I think he being petty because he don't even know Danny. So you telling me is that much bro code? So you telling me if the same woman he was watching and listening so intently that he heard her conversation would have said, hey, how you doing? I like your glasses. You telling me he wouldn't have hollered at that woman? I think he would have. Drop a 1 in the chat if you agree with that. This guy right here has some interest in that woman that's on that train. I felt that energy through the screen. Donald said, since he made it public, if he's talking BS, then he's going to get exposed sooner rather than later. I could dig it. But at the same time, though, what if he don't care about that? What if he just genuinely don't care about that? I want to read the rest of it. They're going to get exposed sooner rather than later. Would be better if he recorded what she has said. See, and that's what I mean, bro. You don't really know if he even telling the truth. It's not like he brought real receipts. That's hearsay. Would you break up a relationship with your person over hearsay or confront your person over hearsay? Drop a 1 in the chat if you would confront your person, the person you love, the person you trust, the person you spend your money with, and the person you spend your time with. Drop a 1 in the chat if you would break that relationship up over this dude with the beard and the sunglasses telling you that he heard your old lady saying this. This the dude that ride the train with her. Guys, if Uncle Rice don't teach you nothing else, we're not going to be gullible because guys will definitely finesse you out your spot. If your mind weak enough to just believe what some strange dude who ride the train who ain't never mentioned your name before said, in my opinion, then that relationship wasn't strong no way. It was built on top of toilet paper. That foundation ain't strong. But like I said, y'all know how we do. We hit it, then we roll. We're going on to the next one. I got a question for you. Are parents being lazy by asking their kids, the older kids, to watch the younger kids for an extended period of time? Are parents being lazy? I want you to watch this video, then we go unbox it. Let's go.
Just a friendly reminder that if you decided to have more than one child, it's not your older child's responsibility to be the caretaker for your younger child, and it's not their responsibility to be doing the things that you're supposed to be doing as a parent.
Ooh. I titled this segment, Not Your Babysitter. Them kids ain't your babysitter. Are parents being lazy by asking the older kids to watch the younger ones for an extended period of time? Are they being lazy? Let's see what we got in the chat. I want your opinions because that's what make this show go. Sinclair said yes. Donnie said 1, but I was warned my ex was stepping out. Okay, that's for the other one. Are parents being lazy? Is the question. Are they being lazy? I want you to hear this young lady again before I get into unboxing it.
Just a friendly reminder that if you decided to have more than one child, it's not your older child's responsibility to be the caretaker for your younger child, and it's not their responsibility to be doing the things that you're supposed to be doing as a parent.
I have to say, many of us as parents have been, I won't say guilty of this. I'll say many of us as parents have done this. One, because we believe that it's building responsibility in the child. Drop a 1 in the chat if you agree with that. Because I know most of us who have prided ourselves as good parents have it in our mind that if we give our kids responsibility, it builds them to be a more responsible adult. But what happens when we plan our work schedule around it? What happens when we plan our social life around it? What happens when we plan our everyday functions around our 14-year-old watching our 6-year-old until I get off from work at 11 p.m.? They get home at 4:30. I got dinner in the microwave. Drop a 1 in the chat if you either grew up in a house like that or if you've done it yourself. I mean, hey, look, we keep it a buck in here. We keep it a buck in here. We don't lie about nothing we doing. There ain't no shame in your game. We say what we say. We mean what we say, and we stand on it because we all solid. Sinclair said 1. Donnie said 1. Have you as a parent ever done this? I'm going to play this one more time, and then I'm going to put the question back up there because I really think it's
just a friendly reminder that if you decided to have more than one child, it's not your older child's responsibility to be the caretaker for your younger child, and it's not their responsibility to be doing the things that you're supposed to be doing as a parent.
Do you believe that? What she said. And she didn't say anything wrong. Okay, let me unbox it. She didn't say anything wrong, but I feel like she may be speaking from the perspective of a person who doesn't have children or who has all of their resources in place where they always have somebody to watch their child. Drop a 1 in the chat if you felt that too. That she's not speaking from a position of somebody who is probably a single parent who has to figure it out, who has to work multiple jobs, who has to do this, that, and the third. Hey, look, if Johnny is 15 years old, Johnny should be able to watch his little brothers and sisters. It shouldn't be no problem. I left dinner there. They got emergency numbers. Hell, everybody's mama, I think, have done that at one time or another, or not everybody, but everybody who grew up from the trenches. It don't matter about what color you are. Everybody who grew up and their parents was, hey, they lived check to check at one time. Or they only had one parent in the house and their mama had to be at work and she was in the middle of going to school and she was trying to do this, that, and the third. Drop a 1 in the chat if you agree with that. A lot of times that is what happens. Sinclair said 1, no kids. My thing is this. Over half of the population has kids that are adults. And a lot of our youngins that come home to one parent in the household. So if it's only one parent in the household, regardless of how you feel about one parent households, if it's only one parent in the household, then that parent has to figure out how to make sure the kids are safe, how to make sure the bills are paid, how to make sure them kids is eating. They got to still do that, even if daddy decide to check out or mama decide to check out. So it still had to be done. Let me read this one right here coming from the chat. And that's Idris Harrison. No, I'm the mother, not my older children. I understand you might need to do this occasionally, not the child's responsibility. Thank you, Miss Harrison. I appreciate you chiming in and giving us your wisdom, because at the end of the day, what Miss Harrison just said is true. It's not the kid's responsibility. And I wanted to make sure that I didn't make it seem like it's the worst thing when a single mom might have to do this, or a single dad has to do this, because single moms and single dads matter. And it's their kids who are walking around in the streets right now. It's their kids right now who have to be home because mama got to be at school. And daddy may be nowhere to be found, or daddy may be at work. Daddy may not live in the same state. It's a slippery slope. So, in my opinion, I don't think this always happens out of laziness with parents, but I do think that sometimes parents take this way too far. Can y'all agree with that? Drop a 1 in the chat if you agree with that. If you know somebody that, damn, why is she always leaving them kids with them kids? It happens. All right, we're going to move on to the next one. I think that was a real good one, and I appreciate everybody that commented on that. I had to peek outside because I heard like a lot of sirens. But you know how that go. Hey, long as they ain't getting closer, and hopefully everybody okay that they behind or going to pick up. All right, next topic. It's an interesting one that I saw, and I like to sometimes bring up topics that I see on my timeline. So, boom. No man working 40 hours a week want to come home to spaghetti. No man working 40 hours a week wants to come home to spaghetti. And I labeled this one, damn, spaghetti again. Should a spouse or partner seek to improve their cooking skills when living together? Should a spouse or partner look to improve their cooking skills when living together? Or should they say, you know what, fuck, I don't cook. I don't cook. Hey, good night, Sinclair. We appreciate you for popping in. We appreciate you for coming in. Enjoy your day. Make sure you come back and check us out. And I'm sure you might be following the page. If not, make sure you do, okay? We appreciate you coming in with us and dropping a dime before you got up out of here. So back to the spaghetti again. Should your partner be trying to learn how to cook better? Let's say you get with a woman and you that guy to say, I cook all the time. My old lady don't really know how to cook good. Should she be trying to learn how to cook, or are you cool with her kicking back and never learning how to cook? And hey, look, this is my job. I'm going to take care of this. Drop a 1 in the chat if you are cool with you doing all the cooking and your partner never having to learn how or improving. Or drop a 2 in the chat if, hey, look, I need you to improve on your cooking. I need you to cook this spaghetti a little bit better. Hey, Donnie, we appreciate you. We appreciate you. Thanks for popping in. I know you all the way in Scotland, so I don't even know what time it is there. But I appreciate you giving us some of your time on your late night. Spaghetti again. How important is cooking to you? And should your partner learn how to cook better? Damn, she can't even boil eggs. Should she learn how to cook better? Man, I don't remember the last time he cooked no food. Should he learn how to cook better, or is that your job? Do you handle that? Because I'm going to tell you the truth. It's been times, and all the time me and my wife been married, that she done told me to get out the kitchen. Just leave out the kitchen. I got this. Leave out the kitchen. So some people, that's kind of like, hey, this is my domain. Don't come in here messing with nothing. Some people enjoy cooking. But let's say your partner don't really like to cook. Let's say your spouse don't really like to cook. Should they still be trying to learn a little bit? Drop a 1 in the chat if you think they should still be trying to learn a little bit. And drop a 2 in the chat if that's my job, I don't need to worry about that. Donnie said, well, I can't complain. I have homemade spaghetti and meatballs, and I'm still here. Hey, I feel you. But would you prefer, if you had a partner or you was with somebody, that they improved on their skills? That's just one of the few memes that I came across that I wanted to get your answer on. And when the folks on YouTube, when y'all watch this, I want your answers as well. And I appreciate all y'all watching also. But it's just one of those questions, in my opinion, that I would say yes, because I know I don't really like to cook. But push come to shove, I go in there and cook some food in the New York heartbeat. Let me see what the chat is talking about in here. Thank you, Robert, for the chat. Cooking is a valuable way to show love. A woman should learn how to cook. Hey, I appreciate you, bro. Me personally, and I know a lot of folks don't like when I say it, I wouldn't be married to a woman that don't know how to cook, because I told y'all before, I don't really like to cook. So if I don't like to cook and she don't like to cook, we either living at the restaurant or I ain't eating shit. I'm eating out of can. I'm putting food in the microwave, and that ain't no way to live, brother. I know some guys be like, man, I didn't marry her for her cooking. That I get it. But damn, you got to come up for air and eat at some point in time. You'll have to put a brick in your back pocket when a high wind blow. So you got to still up your game. No matter how much you love your partner and they love you, you still got to up your game. Let's go to the next one and see what it says. Bow. If your man chooses to stay, even when you've given him a reason to walk away, that's real strength. Don't confuse his patience with weakness. That's real strength. If your man chooses to stay, even when you've given him a reason to walk away, that's real strength. Don't confuse his patience with weakness. I'm going to say this. This whole real man, real strength, real this, that, and the third, I don't care for that. Just like I don't care for the type real woman, I don't care for that. And I'm going to tell you why. Because most things, and not even most, every word that come after when a person say, this is what a real man to do, or this is what a real woman to do, only benefits the person that's saying it. It only benefits the person that's saying it. And I get it. I stuck it out with you, baby, even though I know you stayed over there at Tommy's house for 3 nights in a row. That's real strength to her, because she got to lay up with Tommy and turn around and come back home to her man. So is that real strength, or is he being a man poodle? Is he being a moodle? Or is that real strength? Because what does she mean when they put that real on it? Robert said, ladies need to stop playing games, including tests. I just really, really feel like we got to get out of that whole mindset that I know what a real man is. I know it. No, you don't. You know what would benefit you. And every time a person puts the word real in front of almost anything that's got to do with a man or a woman, it only benefits the person that's saying it. So every time I hear a video, every time I see a post, every time somebody say that shit, I'm looking like, yep, I already know. Whatever they're about to say, I might as well let go in one ear and out the other. Because that's not real strength, sitting there and wanting to walk away, but sitting there and staying. And she say, don't confuse his patience with weakness. But the truth of it is that he's weak for that woman. It's okay to say that. I know men try to put up that front like it ain't okay to say, hey, look, man, I damn near don't care what she do. I'm going to be with her. Sometimes, that's the truth. That's your truth. A lot of our guys have to be more solid and less thin-skinned. If that's what you about, bro, and she what you about, and you ain't going nowhere, no matter what she does, then own up to that. You weak for her. Don't try to play it off like it's real strict, man. You know what? She was down there with Tommy, Johnny, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike and Ralph. And you know what? I still stayed with her. You don't get no badge of courage for that. Admit what it really is. You weak for her, bro. It's always been that, but in this new modern era, we all try to put on these hyper masks. We want to make anything we say seem like it's just so, I'm just not gonna, no, I look, and it looks bad because people like me who've been on the earth a little longer than the people that be posting stuff like this, we know, bro, all that means is that you weak for her. She got you weak at your knees, bro. She done knocked your socks off, probably cooked you better food than you ever had, probably rubbed your head sometime, bro, and you ain't never had nobody do that for you. She might clip your toenails. She might do things for you, bro, that other women never have. We have to understand we all got a love bank. And if a person invests enough in it, 9 times out of 10 as a man, you're not going to be quick to leave her. You might tell your guys you are because you want to seem like you're not weak for that woman. But many times that's what it is, bro. You weak for the woman. They put names on it, and even men try to shame other men, call them simps and call them all these other things. But since the beginning of time, from great leaders all the way back to the average everyday caveman, they were weak for a woman at one point in time. Who is that who got his hair cut off? Samson? Was it Samson and Delilah? That man was weak for her. Many times guys are weak for a woman, and the thing is about it is that when you don't admit it, bro, you end up that guy 10 years later down the line wishing that you had stayed with that woman because that is the only woman you ever really loved. Ooh. That's the only woman you ever really loved. And when a man lose that woman that he loved like he loved himself, those are the men that come off super bitter about everything. Because he know he lost his one. See, women, they may be able to find another man, and even though he might not be that other man that you want, you may be able to find a man that treats you good enough where, you know what, I grew to love him. And it's some dudes that's cool with that. And a woman to say that in a minute. Rarely have I ever heard a man say that, you know what, bro, she just kind of grew on me. You don't hear men saying that. Men don't say that because if a woman get treated good enough by a man that ain't quite what she wanted, she could still latch on. Men, when you lose that one, bro, you don't even really want to date nobody. You don't want to hear about no marriage. You don't want to do none of that shit. Hey, look, I'm cool. Because I doubt I'll ever find another one like her. And see, ladies, I want you to really listen to what I just said. Because that's the dude that you're supposed to be trying to make kids with if you're going to have children. That's the one that you're supposed to be locking in with and marrying. That man that's going to feel like that woman was for me. She was the woman that was made out of my rib. She's the woman that, hey, the one high, the man upstairs that God himself made for me. That's that woman. That's that man, ladies, that you're supposed to be locking in with. Not the dude that look real good or because he got a lot of money. That's not, no, and you see, that's why relationships be crashing and burning. I had to go on a tangent right there. Let's see what my man right there. What's up, James? Back in the day, there was a term called for it. Okay, you talking about the earlier one. I'm going to answer that one in the chat later on when I go through it. But truth be told, sometimes you just got to admit what it is, bro. Sometimes you just got to admit it. They had an old song called Weak at the Knees. And a lot of times that's what it be. Now, speaking of weak at the knees, this lady right here was dealing with one of them guys that ain't the guy that I was talking about. I'm going to let y'all hear what she says, and then we go unbox it because we're going to turn the corner on this one. Check this out.
So I just got ghosted. Apparently, my partner thinks that I was trying to trap them. So they said that they would have to cut me off because of that. The irony in that is that this person feels that they're just so highly important that I would need to trap them when I would have trapped you back in July when I met you. So why on earth would I wait you trap millionaires, you trap billionaires, you trap athletes, current athletes that are still getting paid, or athletes like Shaq, and where they're not playing ball anymore, but they have endorsement deals. You don't have any of those, my guy. You work as a substitute teacher. No disrespect to those that have regular jobs, but you're not getting the bag. Okay? Tristan Thompson got trapped. He's paying a bitch, what, $50,000 a month? Or something crazy like that? That's trapping. I don't have to do that. Love the confidence, though, that you thought you were that important. I've seen where you live, and you don't have a car. What am I trapping?
I have to tell y'all, that in itself is absolutely scary, but it's nothing new. This has been happening for a long time, and it ain't had to be no ball player or no athlete. Let's talk about it. We're going to unbox it. Okay. If he had more than her and she saw that she could get that out of him, or she saw that, look, that's another trip down to child support. There are a lot of ladies. There's a lot of us right now who have kids through that exact situation. You thought she was rocking with you, but she was seeing dollar signs. She said it herself. You'll hear so many ladies say that that's not what ladies are doing, but she damn sure broke it down for you. She damn sure told you the exact formula. If you get to XYZ level, then guess what? I'm in it to win it. I am in your pockets. I call this segment the rat trap. Are men being paranoid when they think a woman is intentionally trying to have a kid with them? Or is it something much darker going on here? Are men being paranoid when they think a woman's trying to trap him? Or is this something much, much darker going on here? What do you think? Drop a 1 in the chat if you think, yeah, it is a lot of ladies out here, and you don't have to be rich, that will try to clink, lock you down and get a percentage of that paycheck. Or drop a 2 if you think, nah, guess what, guys? That's all in y'all heads. That's just an excuse y'all be making. I want to see what you think, because me personally speaking, I'm going by what this young lady said. I'm going to play her words again because I ain't got to say the shit.
So I just got ghosted. Apparently, my partner thinks that I was trying to trap them. So they said that they would have to cut me off because of that. The irony in that is that this person feels that they're just so highly important that I would need to trap them when I would have trapped you back in July when I met you. So why on earth would I wait you trap millionaires, you trap billionaires, you trap...
Hold on, y'all heard her say, I would have trapped you back in July? I would have trapped you back in July when I met you if I was trying to trap you. That tells you right there in a nutshell that she got the blueprint like Jay-Z. I'm gonna let her play out.
Current athletes that are still getting paid, or athletes like Shaq, and where they're not playing ball anymore, but they have...
Shaq better not meet her, because she is all hands on deck if she does. Shout out to Twizzle.
Endorsement deals. You don't have any of those, my guy. You work as a substitute teacher. No disrespect to those that have regular jobs, but you're not getting the bag. Okay? Tristan Thompson got trapped.
It's all about the bag. It's all about the bag. You notice how she said that? You don't make enough money for me to want to trap you. That's like, damn. Guys, it's a jungle out here.
Paying a bitch, what, $50,000 a month or something crazy like that? That's trapping. I don't have to do that. Love the confidence, though, that you thought you were that important. I've seen where you live, and you don't have a car. What am I trapping?
The worst part of it is she literally tries to talk down on the man because he left her alone. She literally wants to shame the man because he caught on to the trap. He caught on to the rat trap. And you know, when I saw that, I came across this meme today. And it's a microcosm of what she's talking about. A man that don't want to be used is a red flag, no matter his relationship to you. Want you to just think about that and understand that when men say that there are ladies out here who are trying to get over on them, when guys say that, they're not just saying that. When guys say that, they ain't just telling folk that. They're saying that because that genuinely happens. There's genuinely ladies out here who are in it strictly to come up financially off of another man's money. Hey, that's why they date you. That's why they want you. That's why they want to be around you. But that's not every woman. And let me be clear. There's always been women who was in it for the bread. It ain't just, oh yeah, the new ladies, they will always want money. There's a lot of ladies from back in the day that you could not have got the time of day from if you were not spending your bread on them. And we all have a choice, bro, to do or not do it. The problem is, though, is that the men want these ladies so bad that some of them, and it's not just a few, some of them will, they'll spend some of their rent money to take her out and then be trying to figure out how to borrow from Peter to pay Paul. It's always been that way. Before y'all folks that came up with the word simp, or should I say that came up with this new meaning, because understand something, nothing's new under the sun. My daddy and them, and he 83 years old, used to use that word. So it's nothing new under the sun. Before y'all put that definition on it, trust and believe, it was brothers out here. We used to call them paymasters. We used to say that the woman was juicing them. Hey, she juicing your ass like Tropicana. That's how we used to refer to it. But the truth of the matter is that didn't stop them from moving like that. That never stopped them from moving like that. Because there's always been ladies. Some ladies been spoiled their whole life, and then you got the ladies who ain't never had shit that's looking to come up. See, because you got the ladies that's been spoiled all their life, the ladies that had a man that spoiled them, and the ladies that are just looking to get over on you. And you have to sift through and see which one you want, or you find a woman that's willing to build with you. Now, the thing is about that, the woman to build with you may not be as gorgeous as those other ladies try to present to be. Because trust me, the women that always get men spending money on them, there is a reason why a lot of men spend bread on them. It just is because they may be that little bit more advanced level. Now, the dudes are spending a whole bunch of money on the average ladies that could just make themselves up real good. Bro, now, I don't understand that, because you're dating the lady that's under the makeup, not the lady that's behind the makeup. Or not the makeup, I should say. It's really that simple. But that's a whole nother story. Just remember, though, you have to be responsible for the repercussions of your own choices. Stop talking about how ladies is trying to take your money, bro, when you constantly dealing with the types of ladies that's trying to take your money. Stop trying to make them be something they're not. Stop trying to make women be something they're not. And ladies, you're not going to change him to be something else. Stop talking about, yeah, I date him as long as he'd be willing to try to work hard to make more money. Let that man be satisfied with fixing air conditioners. Let that man be satisfied with working at the restaurant. Maybe that's what he meant to be. Maybe he's supposed to be the baddest burger flipper on the East Coast. And then you want to be highly disappointed and talking shit about the man because the man didn't want to be no more than you wanted him to be. See, you can't want him to want it more than he wants it. Sorry, it don't work that way. You don't get to pick the man you like to look at and then try to convert him into something else. That's how you get divorced. Whether you file or he files. That's how you get into a relationship that's destined to be doomed. Getting with people and expecting them to be paying for something or doing something or moving a certain way when at the end of the day, dude was cool fixing cars. You the one that wanted to be a damn doctor because your people wanted you to marry a doctor or because you want a man that make more money than him. You don't stop trying to get people and change them. That's all I'm saying. Hey, my hour is up. That's my time. I appreciate everybody that popped in and locked in with me today and everybody that dropped their comments. Hopefully you all enjoyed the show. It's been a minute since I've been on with y'all, but come back for the next one. And if you haven't been here with us, make sure that you do follow, set your notifications, and go over to the YouTube channel. It's called Unboxed. Go over there, subscribe over there. We building that page up almost at 3,000 now. And go to Amazon Books. We got the Playbook Volume 1 and Volume 2. Nothing but Uncle Rice's wisdom and wisdom from a father of four. So lock in with us. We appreciate y'all. Y'all enjoy y'all night. I'll let the outro roll.